Pistons Nation, what's up? It's your boy Steven. I want to talk about tonight's game against the Pacers. It was a loss for the Pistons, but I got some insights that maybe other people won't talk about. Let's get it. All right, so first of all, I want to talk about the end of the game. In the last 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes, somewhere in that range, the Pistons weren't far off. 6, 8, 10 points kept going back and forth. However, the Pacers just kept shooting threes, particularly Halliburton. And I was thinking you have to at least half-court pressure to get him out of his comfort zone and maybe even consider double teaming him. But there was no full court pressure, no half court pressure until like the last minute 10 of the game. I feel like Coach Casey waited way too long, and it's frustrating watching this type of stuff because the players are playing their hearts out, but you have the other team talking trash, getting amped up, hitting all of their shots because we're not playing good enough defense, which I also believe is on the coaching. So Casey isn't reacting fast enough, making in-game changes, in my opinion, to make the other team uncomfortable. We have some players now. We have some talent, some speed, but I feel like we're being put at a disadvantage because he's not reacting quickly enough to make the changes needed. Halliburton was going to just keep going off. You got Bataze, who's a backup, going for a double-double, talking trash the whole time. Nobody's stopping him in the interior because Coach Casey, in my opinion, didn't put a combination of Stewart and Duren out there. Yes, I understand you don't have MB3. He's injured. You don't have Alex Burks. He's injured. But Nerlens Noel apparently is available, although he's still nursing an injury. If the guy can dress, he can play. Put him out there. Put him out there as the backup to one of those guys. I know they were in foul trouble, but come on, man. You can't just let Bataze shit all over the whole team inside, as well as, on top of that, we just kept getting our shots blocked. I know the team's young, and you got guys like Ivy turning the ball over 5 times in the game because they're not going to take care of the ball as well as you want them to. And yes, you need to go to a veteran like Corey Joseph or somebody like that to, kind of settle the team down. I'm kind of all over the place right now. I'm really frustrated because I would love to see the Pistons be 2-1. Instead, they're 1-2, and I really don't think this is a game that they had any business losing. New York, I kind of understand because I feel like they're a little bit above the Pistons when it comes to where they're at least defensively. Like, their defense is really solid, and with a young team, you've seen it again tonight. Defense is what caused the Pistons to lose ultimately because Rick Carlisle made adjustments that were needed, and the team clogged the paint a lot. And with a young team like the Pistons, they do a lot of kickouts. To me, it's almost like, I'm not an NBA coach, but I've been watching the NBA for years, and I just feel like other teams' coaches are making much better in-game adjustments, and we are way too predictable. It's very predictable what we're going to do. We don't have enough chemistry out there. There's too many people just driving to the lane hoping for a kick out, and the other team sees this. The other coaches recognize this, so they're clogging the paint, especially when you have a team with good athletes, Jalen Smith, and guys like that. I mean, we didn't even see Evan Turner tonight. He was out injured. Could you imagine how many blocks they would have had if he was in the game? I mean, one of their players, I'm not sure which one it is, I don't remember, but it had 5 blocks. 2 other players had 3 blocks. That's way too many times to get your shot back, to not make adjustments, do some pump fakes, pass to your teammates, kick it out, anything. Anything but just throwing up stuff at the rim, hoping to get a foul called, and getting your shit swatted. It's so annoying. So annoying. And, I mean, we had some good performances from some of the guys, but just not enough of the guys stepped up at the right times. That's the other thing. I feel like we have inopportune misses We're throwing up shots haphazardly sometimes. Cade Cunningham finally got going in the fourth quarter, but where was he at the first three quarters? He didn't even score in the third quarter, which was a crucial quarter. The first and second quarter, he hardly scored at all. I think he had 6 points in the first on 2 3-pointers made, got into foul trouble, got out of the game, and then scored 4 in the second. He's being too passive too early, in my opinion, which I'm sure is part of the plan because they need him to save his energy for the end of the game to be able to help close it out. But if you don't even have the lead or aren't close, like within, 4 points, it doesn't matter if you're turning it on last minute, especially when you can't play defense. You're just going shot for shot with another team, and without making those in-game adjustments, you're going to lose every time. And I feel like Casey's got to step it up. Coach Casey, I feel like a lot of this loss is on him not making in-game adjustments. I also feel like Jaden Ivey turned the ball over too much, and Bojan Bogdanovic and Cade Cunningham didn't do enough early enough to score, to look for the shots. And, well, Bojan did, but he just wasn't making them. Overall, the team played well. I am proud of the kind of heart they showed. It was an exciting game, but I'm just highly disappointed in the coaching staff, and I'm highly disappointed in the fact that this team seems to not be able to get the box out at the right time in crucial parts of the game. There's so many things that I want to sit here and complain about nonstop, but I'm not going to. We can talk about the individual players, but I don't want to waste any more of your time. You already had a disappointing viewership watching this game and seeing the Pistons come out with a loss. It's gut-wrenching, and this is one we definitely should have had. And let's just hope the next game they play that they don't get hamstrung by their own coaching staff, because I feel like that's really what happened today. And I hope Coach Casey in the post-game presser owns up to it. He should have been full court pressing when Halliburton was hitting the threes to end the game, as well as Mathurin. I mean, you got a rookie and like a third-year player just absolutely destroying your team at the end of the game. You got a backup and their big men in the middle of the game just destroying you between blocks and putbacks and rebounds. It's just, we need more cohesiveness, and they're trying to switch everything, which doesn't make any sense. Half the game you had a guard trying to guard a power forward or a center in the post. And why Casey is trying to get the team to do this, it doesn't make any sense to me. We need to play more zone defense or one-on-one, play your positions, anything, something. I don't even know. I'm not an NBA coach. He's got way more knowledge than me, I'm sure. But if he's not reacting fast enough, and if the team isn't prepared well enough to play defense, we're going to lose way more than we win. And while I want to see this team win, there is a silver lining. If we keep playing like we've been playing, we're going to be in the Wembanyama sweepstakes, and that guy could help turn around the team. But I am sick of being a Pistons fan, seeing us miss the playoffs with little stupid crap like this when now we finally have some talent. I want to see us win games. I'm sick of having my heart ripped out watching stupid shit like I saw tonight. That's it. I'm out.